Alright guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how I went about painting Brutogg Corpse Eater from the Curse City box set. So as you can see, just a nice tabletop standard just to get it onto the board basically. So yeah, if you guys like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, put comments down below and give it the video a thumbs up. Alright guys, let's get them paints and let's get this painted. So as usual guys, we've started off with a black undercoat, and what we're doing is we're just blocking in the skin. So the details on this model are quite big, so you can kind of be a bit messy, knowing that obviously you can go back and tidy up. But we're starting with the skin with Bugman's Glow. We're just painting in all the skin, so the face, the neck, his massive arms, and I think that's all. Obviously his hands are showing and stuff, but yeah, give that a 2 or 3 coats of Bugman's Glow, depending on how you've watered it down, and that should be enough. So now what we're doing is we're going to do all the metal parts. So now what we do, we get some Iron Warriors. Now this is kind of a dark metal colour, and it works quite well with what we're looking to do. So we're going to base coat all the metal. So we've got like the chainmail, loincloth, some like plates, like a plated skirt. I'm not sure what you'd actually call that, and then a chainmail shirt. So basically just paint all that, or any other metal items, just basically just paint that silver. So that's all the silvers now base coated on the model. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the leather parts. So he's got various leather belts wrapped around him. So what we're going to do is just paint these with Mournfang Brown. Try and be a bit careful, obviously, because you don't want to go over the silver. But again, if you do, it's not a problem. You can just go back over with that silver colour. But obviously, if you're neat at this point, you don't have to do that much tidying up. Yeah, so just go around picking out any parts that you want, or leather parts that you want to be this coloured brown. You can mix it up a bit and just use different shades of brown, but Mournfang Brown I've just used all over the model. So once that's done, we're just moving on to the trousers. Just Thunderhawk blue. Now, obviously, you can only see the knees part of the trousers, so just base coat that. Again, you can kind of be a little bit messy here because we haven't painted the fur trim on the boots or the skirt thing. So now we're coming to painting the fur trim at the bottom of the skirt. I keep saying a skirt, but there must obviously be an actual name for this. So we paint that, and then we just paint the fur on the boot as well with some Zandri dust. And you also pick out the teeth as well at this point. So once that's done, we're now going to move up with that massive shoulder plate as well that we've got on obviously his shoulder. And I just did that with my fist on red. Now this is the point where you can obviously choose whatever colour that you want. But I just wanted to go with the box art. And again, just base coat that with my fist on red. So what we're going to do now is just go on to some more metallics. So we're going to do the knee plate and also his shoulder pad trim. So I was thinking, should I do this with like Retributor armor, but I think that's too much of a shiny gold. So what I ended up doing was using Balthazar gold, this kind of nice red coppery colour, and I think it works a lot better. Because I don't really see this guy as being quite regal, so why would he have really shiny gold, you know? But yeah, just take your time, go around this trim, do 2 or 3 coats with this Balthazar gold, and it'll look pretty cool. So what we're going to do now is just base coat some more leather parts. So he's got a bag on his back, or on his side there, some more leather strappings that are going around, some swords and daggers, and a little pouch just on his waist there. So we're just going to use a Steel Legion drab. This obviously just makes it a little bit different from the leathers that are on the model. So the model has been washed with Agrax Earthshade just to make it a bit darker. Now what we're going to do is just re-highlight the model. So we're going to start off with the skin, obviously the skin being the more prominent feature of this model with his massive arms. So just for a quick and easy way of doing it, all you want to do is get that Bugman's Glow again, and just, you can see where the muscles fold and curve and stuff, so just literally paint little shapes, and wherever there's like a delve, just leave that colour where the wash colour, and that's how you just get muscle definition, I suppose. Obviously we're going to go over it again with lighter colours, so what I do as well is I put a little bit of Cadian Flesh Tone in with a mix of Bugman's Glow, just to give it a little highlight and stuff like that. Even though this guy has got lots of skin, shall we say, showing, his face is still quite a small part, obviously. So I'm trying to put a little bit more detail into this. So what we're doing is just gradually adding more Cadian Flesh Tone into the mix, gradually going up to just pure Cadian Flesh Tone. And then for an extreme highlight, just on the lips and the chin and stuff, we're just putting a little bit of Rakarth Flesh into the mix, just to give it a little bit more highlight. What I'm doing here as well is just doing little jaggy marks on the veins and across like the raised muscle, just to give a little bit extra highlight, really. We're just going to add a little bit more battle damage to this model. So we're just going to go back over the Mournfang Brown with some Steel Legion Drab. Just do little crossy marks, little jaggy marks and little dots and stuff all over the leather. They do say less is more, but you can do as much as you want, really. Obviously, he's not going to have a nice new belt, is he? He's going to be battered about and roughed up and stuff like that. So what we're going to do now is go back to the brass colour and repaint it, really, because that shade has darkened it down quite a bit. So we'll just get some more Balthazar Gold and go over all the raised areas, obviously leaving the shade and that colour in the recesses. You can go a bit further with this, get some, I don't know, Nylak Oxide or something if you want to put some verdigris in there. I think that'd be pretty cool if you want to take it to the next step. But again, with that, definitely less is more, because you don't want it just to turn blue, basically.
And that was a threat to anyone, even a Primarch. So they were very strictly controlled.
Coming up with the last part of the miniature now, and we're just going back over that shoulder plate. So what this is really about, this model, is letting the shades kind of do the work. So what we're doing is literally just going back over, leaving the shade in the recesses and that original Mephisto on red, and this just gives a nice, quick, easy highlight to that part of the model. And with that done, that is kind of the model finished. Yeah, you can take it a lot further, and I probably will do off camera. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is the model all painted. Pretty straightforward, really. Not so difficult. And what you've kind of got to remember is just use the colours that you have, really. You know, you don't have to go into too much detail like his shoulder pad that we did. We literally used one shade of red, but we've relied on the shade itself to obviously darken it down, and then the original colour that we put back over just to brighten it up. You don't have to go into mega detail. Obviously, you can do if you want, just by using lighter reds and stuff like that. But yeah, this model is very detailed anyway. So all the chainmail and stuff kind of is a nice detail to have, even though it's just one colour. Again, you can add like rust effects and stuff, but yeah, for getting it on the tabletop, I think this is a pretty cool way of doing it. So yeah, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.